Hi friends, how are you all? Hope you are all busy studying various subjects and some of you are still lagging behind, so please come forward and cover up your portions. So we shall today study from the political life, from the book of political life, lesson number 6. And today we shall study about the criminal justice system. In the previous lessons we saw about the parliament and how the parliament is making the law, and we saw how judiciary is executing that law and so on. So today let us see how to understand that system, justice, how the court is delivering justice. That let us see. That is what we are going to study in today's lesson. We can take lesson number 6. Page number 66. When we see someone violating the law, we immediately think of informing the police. You might have seen, either in real life or in the movies, police officers filing reports and arresting persons. Because of the role played by the police in arresting persons, we often get confused and think that it is the police who decide whether a person is guilty or not. After a person is arrested, it is the court of law that decides whether the accused person is guilty or not. According to the Constitution, every individual charged of a crime has to be given a fair trial. So, according to your understanding, who is the person punishing a criminal? Somebody who is arrested for committing a crime. Who is supposed to arrest them? Very often we will think it is a police, and that's why we are scared of the police. If we see police is coming, we will, even if we have not done any mistake also, we may feel like hiding away or moving to side because we are scared police will punish us. Actually, it is not the police who is punishing people who are doing crime or mistakes. It is a court who is punishing. The judge is the one who is deciding what punishment this fellow should get. So what is the duty of the police is arrest that person and produce them, bring them to the court, and the court will hear his case and decide how serious is his crime, how much punishment he should get. Or if the court feels that he has not done any mistake, by mistake he is brought here, somebody else only did the crime, then court will say you are set free, you can go free. So it is not the police who will punishing a person, but it is the court. And do you know what it means to get a fair trial? Have you heard of an FIR? What is meaning FIR? First information report. So if we have a complaint or if police sees something wrong has gone, then police will immediately file a case. That's called FIR. First information report. So as they have seen or as people have reported to them, based on that information they will file a report. That is called FIR. Or do you know who public prosecutor is? Who is a public prosecutor? So that is a lawyer. So in a case there will be two parties, one party and the opposition party, or one who is the accuser and the afflicted. So one who is accusing that he has done the mistake, then another person is the accuser, accused and the accuser. So one person who is fighting for this accused or accuser, he is called public prosecutor. One who is accused, one who has committed the crime, the lawyer who is fighting for him or lawyer who is supporting him is known as public prosecutor. We'll study in later. And in this chapter we use a fictional case of theft and try to highlight the process as well as the role of different individuals in the criminal justice system. Most cases go through a process that is similar to the one discussed in our fictional case. Therefore, understanding this process as well as the role that different persons should play within the criminal justice system is crucial so that if ever the occasion should arise, you are aware of the process that should be followed. So, we will study a story now, not a real story, a fictional story, an imagination story. But in this story, most of the elements are included. How the people are arrested, how the people are produced in the court, how the people are punished, how or if they are innocent, how they are set free, all that we shall study in this lesson. So first there is a story and we shall study about that story. So at their apartment in Mumbai, Mrs. Shinde is getting dressed. She has been frantically searching for her gold chain for over an hour. So the story is taking place in one house in Mumbai, and there the house lady or the mother of the house, her name is Mrs. Shinde, and she is going out maybe for a party, and therefore she wants to dress the gold ornaments, that gold chain she wants to wear. And so she has been searching for it for already 1 hour already. She has been searching. It's already getting late for going for the party, and she is searching, going on searching already 1 hour. And I am sure it was in this drawer. Where could it be? So she says, I am quite sure I kept it in this drawer, but now it is not found there. Where it has gone? And her husband comes and says, hurry up, we are going to be later for the wedding. So they are going for the wedding party. The husband is telling, come, hurry up fast, otherwise we will be late for the wedding party. I can't find my gold chain. It is not in the drawer. I suspect that Shanti might have stolen it. She always spends a long time dusting my room. So the mother is telling, I am ready actually, but my gold chain is missing. That's why I am getting late. I think that Miss Shanti is a servant girl there. I think that Shanti has taken it. And because I see her always coming to my room, spending long time dusting, removing the dust from my room and so on. So Shanti Hembram has been working in the house for the past 3 years. So she is a servant girl and she was working in that family for more than 3 years. And so now the mother or the house lady is questioning Shanti. Shanti, have you begun to steal now? And that too my gold chain? Bring your trunk. I want to search it. We have called the police. So if you have the chain, return it now. So she told the servant, give back the chain. We have already informed the police. Police will be coming here soon. If you have taken the chain, return it back soon. And the girl says, Madam, I haven't stolen it. So she said, no, I did not steal your gold chain. And Mr. Shinde searches Shanti's trunk and finds an envelope with 10,000 in it. He screams at Shanti saying that this is the money she got from selling the chain. So they took the trunk box of Shanti and searched, and inside her box they found 10,000 rupees kept inside an envelope. And then Mr. Shinde shouted at her saying, you have got this much money, you have taken the gold chain and you sold it. That's why you are getting this much money. Then she is saying, Saab, my brother and I have been saving this money over the last 1 year. We want to buy a bull when we go to our village. Madam, I am innocent. So she told, this money is not stolen. We are saving this money from our salary, myself and my brother. And we are saving this money so that we want to buy one bull for working in the field, for plowing the field. So when we go back from here, we want to buy one bull. That's why my brother and myself, we are saving this money. It is not money from selling the chain. We are saving from our salary. So I am innocent. I have not stolen your chain. Mr. Shinde come up to the police station. So Mr. Shinde and Mrs. Shinde, they are not believing the story of Shanti. And so they went to the police station. I have come to file an FIR. So earlier we said, what is an FIR? First information report. So he says, I have come to file an FIR. There has been a theft in my house. My maid Shanti has stolen my wife's necklace. So he says, I have not seen it, but I believe that it is Shanti who has stolen the necklace, the golden necklace, golden chain. So I am going to file a complaint, an FIR. So Sub-Inspector, that is SI Rao, records Mr. Shinde's FIR. So Shinde gave this complaint and the police wrote down the FIR. I will now write the statements that Mr. and Mrs. Shinde make about this theft. Let me seal the envelope that has the money and take it with me as evidence. I am arresting Shanti and taking her to the police station. So police came to the house. He said, this envelope having 10,000 rupees, I will seal and keep so that I will save it in the police station. And I will arrest Shanti and will go to the police station. Then Shanti says, please don't let him take me. I have not stolen the chain. This is my hard-earned money. So Shanti says, please don't allow me to go to the police station. I have not stolen anything. I am saving this money from my salary. It is my hard-earned money. But Sushil, Shanti's brother, arrives and pleads with SI Rao to release Shanti. So Shanti is in the police station now, and her brother Sushil also came to police station and asked the police to release his sister. She has been arrested for the theft of a good gold chain. You can go to the court and get a bail order. So he told, your sister is arrested because she has stolen the golden chain. If you want to take her outside, you go to the court and file an application that is called bail to come out on bail. But where will I get the money to hire a lawyer, and who will stand as security for her? You have taken all of our savings and sealed it. But the man says, to go to the court I need to hire a lawyer. I need the service of a lawyer, and I don't have money to pay to the lawyer. And I have to keep a security to get a person out of the court for bail. I have to put some deposit there. So I don't have any more money. All the money that I have, you have taken and you are sealing and keeping inside. So SI Rao forcefully keeps Sushil in the police station for 2 days. So the police got angry and he arrested Sushil also and put him in the police station for 2 days. Sushil is abused and beaten by SI Rao and other police constables, and so they were very angry with him and therefore they beat him and punished him for 2 days. They try and make him confess that he and his sister Shanti heard a gang of domestic servants and have stolen jewellery from other homes. And there have been other complaints of theft of jewellery from Shinde's neighborhood. As Sushil keeps repeating that he is an innocent factory worker, the police let him go after 2 days. So they wanted to put all the trouble on him. They said, near Mr. Shinde's house, so many houses have already experienced this kind of stealing. People have lost so many gold ornaments. So I think you and your sister, together with your gang, together with your group, stealing all these things. So they are trying to put all the stolen cases on him, make him responsible. But Sushil continued to say, no, I am innocent, I have not done anything, I am only a factory worker. So after 2 days keeping in the prison, they allowed him to go. So although the court granted bail to Shanti after a month, she was unable to get anyone to stand surety for her for 20,000. She therefore continued to be in jail. She is very traumatized. She is worried about what will happen during the trial. So afterwards police brought Shanti to the court, and the court said she can go on bail provided she keeps 20,000 rupees. She deposits 20,000 rupees. So she has no money in her hand, therefore she could not take that bail. She continued to remain in the jail. And when she was in the jail, she was really worried. because she is an innocent person. She has not stolen anything, and she is worried because she has no money to hire a lawyer, and she has no money, no friends to help. All that she has got is 10,000 rupees, and that is kept by the police as well. And what will happen to me? I haven't done anything wrong, and yet I am behind the bars just because madam suspects me. And the money that we have been saving, will I ever get it back? So as she is staying in the jail, she is really worried. I did not steal anything, but madam is suspecting me. Madam is putting me in the jail. And what will happen to our money? The little money that we have, 10,000 rupees that we have been saving, it is in the police station. Will I get back that money? So she is really worried about her future. Then another date before it happened was 23 August 2006. Now September, 14 September. So case takes such a long time. The police files charge sheet in the magistrate's court. The court gives a copy of the charge sheet including statements of witness to Shanti. Shanti tells the court that she has no lawyer to defend her against this false case of theft. So police file a charge sheet telling that she has stolen the gold chain, she and her brother and her companions, and then one copy accusing her of stealing. The court gave to her also one copy. And she said, who will defend me? There is no lawyer for me. I have no money to pay to the lawyer, and who will defend me? So the magistrate appoints advocate Kamala Roy as Shanti's defense lawyer at the government's expense. So since she has no money to hire a lawyer, government provides a lawyer. That is, lawyer's name is Kamala Roy. So she came as supporter of Shanti. According to Article 22 of the Constitution, every person has a fundamental right to be defended by a lawyer. So in the Constitution, Article 22 says that every accused person has got a right to be defended by a lawyer. So if he has got money, he will bring his own lawyer, he will pay fees. But those who are poor, those who cannot afford the lawyer, then government will provide one lawyer. Government will pay salary to that lawyer and will support this person. So that's how Shanti is getting a lawyer, help of a lawyer. And Article 39A of the Constitution places a duty upon the state to provide a lawyer to any citizen who is unable to engage one due to poverty or other disability. So it is also mentioned in another article of the Constitution, that is 39A. There also it is mentioned that it is a duty of the state to provide a lawyer to the person, people who are poor and so on. So advocate Kamala Roy meets Shanti in the court. So advocate Kamala Roy, she is appointed by the government to support or to argue for Shanti. So she is talking to Shanti. Here are my case papers. I have been falsely accused of stealing my employer's gold chain. So Shanti told, this is a charge sheet the court is giving me, telling that I have stolen, but it is a false accusation and I have not stolen. So she is telling to the lawyer her situation. They found rupees 10,000 in Shanti's trunk and said that this was the money she got from stealing the chain. But this is the money that we have been saving up together. So her brother is telling, the only evidence that they have is that they found 10,000 rupees from Shanti's trunk box. But it is not the stolen money, it is the money that we are earning every month from our salary. We are saving and keeping for a purpose. The court frames charge of theft, Mr. Shinde's gold chain, and possession of money 10,000 got from selling stolen property against Shanti. So they accuse again that she has stolen the gold chain and she sold it and got 10,000 rupees. I plead not guilty and I claim trial. So Shanti says, I am not guilty, I have not stolen anything and I want a trial. The public prosecutor appears in the case on behalf of the state. He presents Mr. and Mrs. Shende as a key witnesses. So the public prosecutor appears in the case on behalf of the state. He presents Mr. and Mrs. Shende as key witnesses. So the advocate who is supporting this Mr. Shinde, who gave the case that Shanti has stolen his property. So that advocate is producing these two, Shinde and his wife, as witnesses. So there he is questioning them. So tell me, Mrs. Shinde, how did the gold chain go missing? So she's asking, tell the court how your gold chain was missing. I had kept my chain in my drawer. Shanti stole it. No other outsider except Shanti goes into my room. Mr. Shinde searched her trunk in front of me, and we were shocked to find rupees 10,000 in an envelope. Shanti got this money from selling my gold chain. She is a thief. So same thing they are repeating again. We saw her entering our room several times, and no outsiders are entering into my room. And she enters, and she stole the gold chain this time, and she sold it and kept 10,000 rupees in her trunk box. Next, Advocate Roy cross-examines the prosecution witness, Mrs. Shinde. Now, it is a chance of Roy to question them, cross-examine. So, what you are basically saying is that you did not see Shanti steal the chain, nor did you recover the chain on Shanti. Also, in the 3 years that she was worked for you, nothing has been stolen from the house. You were also regularly paying her rupees 1,000 as salary each month. So, Advocate Roy is questioning Mrs. Shinde. You have not seen her stealing the chain, and you have not seen the chain from her box also. Only that you have found 10,000 rupees in her box, and you say that she was working in your house for 3 years, and every month you are paying her 1,000 salary. So 3 months means 3 years she is working, means it is already 12 into 3, 36 months she has worked. So every month she is getting 1,000 rupees salary, means she is supposed to have 36,000 rupees. Now she is getting from her box only 10,000 rupees. So actually she has got the income of 36,000 rupees in 3 years. But she was been saving and kept only this 10,000 rupees. So she is questioning that. So Advocate Roy examines Sushil and his employer as defense witness. Through their testimonies, she is able to show that the 10,000 found in Shanti's trunk could well be the earning of Sushil and Shanti. So the advocate Kamala Roy was very smart, and she said, Shanti and her brother both are working, and for the last 3 years they have been working, and they have not stolen anything so far. So this 10,000 rupees could be easily they could save, because two of them are working, every month keep 100 rupees or 500 rupees save, and they can easily gather this much money. So it is not necessary to say this money is getting from selling the selling the gold chain, but it can be by saving their money there with their salary. So as the trial is nearing completion, Sushil learns that Inspector Sharma has busted a gang of young men who has been stealing jewelry from the Shinde's neighborhood. So some of Mrs. Shinde's son's friends are part of this gang, and Mrs. Shinde's chain has been found on them. Sushil tells Advocate Roy about this. Advocate Roy now calls Inspector Sharma as a defense witness. So now the trial is going on in the court, and then Sushil learned that Police Inspector Sharma, he had busted a gang of thieves there in that neighborhood. There was a group of people who were going around stealing, so he caught them. And they were regularly stealing from that neighborhood, and they were friends of Mr. Shinde's son. And Mr. Shinde's chain has been found on them. So when the police caught them, they found the chain that was stolen from Mr. Shinde's shelf is also with them. Sushil learns Advocate Roy about this. So Sushil went and told Advocate Roy about this. And Advocate Roy now calls Inspector Sharma as a defense witness. So she called Inspector to come and tell the court, come and report in the court what you have done, what you have found. So Inspector Sharma, can you show and tell us what you have found? Inspector says, here is the chain that has been identified by Mrs. Shinde as hers. We busted a gang of boys who had stolen the chain. These boys have admitted that they stole the chain. So, when the police come and reveal that it is not Sandy who stole the chain, but it was the group of boys, and they have admitted, they have agreed that it was they who stole. The judge hears the testimony of all the witnesses. After the testimony of Inspector Sharma, Advocate Roy argues before the judge that it has now been established that Sandy is innocent and should be acquitted. So after hearing all these evidences, the judge said Sandy is innocent. And Advocate Roy argues before the judge that it has been established that Sandy is innocent and should be advocated. So, should be acquitted. So, Advocate Roy says Sandy has not done the stealing and she is innocent, therefore she should be acquitted, set free from this case. Sandy, you are hereby acquitted of the charge of theft. So, the judge is telling is Sandy, you are set free, you are no more guilty, you are not stolen, you are set free. And the police will hand you over the rupees 10,000 that they have seen. So the money that they have taken from you, they will return back to you. In my written judgment, I have made it a point to highlight S.I. Rao's role in conducting such a shoddy investigation that made you spend time in jail. And the judge also is criticizing or scolding the police, especially one who arrested Sandy, S.I. Rao. So his role was very shoddy. Shoddy means very cheap role. He did not make any inquiry. Just he got a complaint and immediately came and arrested Sandy. So judge is criticizing him that he was not doing well. His investigation was not good and not proper. So that way, though she spent many months in jail, she was tense, she was worried, but because of Advocate Roy and Inspector Sharma, she has been saved and she is proved innocent that the stealing was not done by her but by someone else. So that is the story. I hope you understood how Sandy was wrongly accused, how the police was treating them badly, she and her brother, how simply put them in the jail, and alas, the real thief was caught and Sandy was set free. So it is a court who decides who is guilty and not guilty, who should be punished and who should not be punished. So after hearing from both lawyers, one lawyer supporting Mrs. and Mr. Shinde said it is Sandy who has stolen, but Kamala Roy who is supporting the poor fellow Sandy, she said no, Sandy is not the thief. The real thief is already caught by Inspector Sharma. Therefore, Sandy is set free and the money that they had taken from her is given back to her. From the above incident, you can see that the four key players in the criminal justice system are police, the public prosecutor, the defense lawyer and the judge. So these are the four people who are involved in this criminal justice system. First of all, the police, then the judge, then the public prosecutor, that means fighting against the one who is accused, then the defense lawyer, trying to defend the accused. These are the four people. We will see them in detail in the next class. So you can have the roles each of them played in the above case. Now let us try and understand their roles more generally. So if it is possible, four people could come together, or 5 or 6 people should come together, and you could act out the story of Sandy, Mr. Shinde and Mrs. Shinde and so on. So now it is quarantine time or lockdown time, so you don't need to take the risk of coming out or gathering together. You can do it later when the situation is normal. So we shall wind it up for today, and the next class we will study in detail that what is the role of each of this person. We said there are 4 people, and let us see the role of each person in doing this work, in carrying out the criminal justice system. So thank you for listening. Bye.